Hey there, my name is Promise, and I'm probably best known for leading a fanatical cult on YouTube. I'm collaborating with Paradox today to explain and demonstrate some key mechanics for the Fantasy 4X strategy game Age of Wonders 4. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare your armies and use them effectively on the battlefield. Your hero units are the leaders for your army, bringing powerful abilities and buffs to your army's arsenal. To see the loadout and talents of your hero, simply right-click on the hero unit from the strategic map. Here you can see what weapons, armor, and trinkets are equipped, as well as other abilities. As your leaders level up, they will gain talent points. Some of these talents are generic, and some will be unlocked by your Tomes of Magic. You can choose to improve the martial prowess of your character, their spellcasting ability, or granting buffs to the entire army under their command. The choice is up to you, depending on what you need. As a rule, you'll get better value out of an army if they are led by a hero. In fact, certain army actions require a hero to be leading them, such as entering an ancient wonder or initiating a siege. If your hero falls in battle and their army is routed, they will either be imprisoned by the enemy or killed. Your opponent may choose to ransom the hero back to you, but they will take all items first. To initiate combat, simply click on your army and move them onto the enemy. If you have any other armies within 3 tiles of the battlefield, you will pull them into the engagement as reinforcements. The enemy will do the same if they have nearby armies. Once you've engaged in combat, you'll enter the battlefield. Here you can move your units between hexes in turn-based tactical combat. Each unit will have 3 action points per turn. It can spend up to 2 on movement, though some actions or abilities will require all 3 points. If you want to attack with your unit, select the ability or attack you want to use, and right-click on the enemy of your choice. Their effectiveness will be determined by accuracy, damage, the enemy's defense or resistance, and any other modifiers at play. As a tip, positioning is absolutely crucial in Age of Wonders 4. Some units can attack multiple times if they don't move. Other units are ideal to flank an enemy for extra damage, or can establish zones of control to protect your back line. Use the terrain to your advantage if you can. Starting on round 2 of combat, both sides gain access to their arsenal of spells. These combat spells are researched through your Tomes of Magic and can be accessed here. At the cost of combat casting points and mana, you can choose to buff or heal your units, apply negative effects to your enemy, deal direct damage, or more. To win the engagement, you either need to kill all enemy units or force them to retreat by crushing their morale. Each unit has some level of morale, which represents their optimism in battle. Having high morale increases the chance that units will deal a critical hit when they attack, while low morale increases the chance that they'll fumble their attack and deal half damage. If morale gets low enough, the unit will attempt to disengage and desert the battlefield. On the strategic map, you may choose to initiate the siege of an enemy city. Only an army led by a hero can start a siege, though they can still receive reinforcements from nearby armies. When the siege begins, you will need to break your enemy's fortifications before you attack. If your enemy has constructed walls, battlements, or other defensive structures, then they will have more fortifications and it will take longer to complete the siege. You can speed this process up by purchasing siege engines or activating siege spells unlocked through your Tomes of Magic. Each of these siege abilities have different effects, including destroying enemy emplacements, spawning siege units during battle, or debuffing the enemy. Once the fortifications have fallen, you may commence the assault. The defender will start within the city with some walls still available to obscure and protect their units, plus any defensive towers or other battlements that were not destroyed by your siege. The attacker will need to charge through the breach in the walls and destroy all enemy units to win the engagement. If the attacker is victorious, they can capture the city, vassalize it, or raze it to the ground. Combat is a true test of tactical skill for any player in Age of Wonders 4. The strongest economies and the most advanced magical civilizations can still crumble without sound tactical leadership. Thanks for watching this video. I do hope you found it informative and helpful. In the next tutorial, we'll discuss the economy and empire development in more detail. You won't want to miss it, so be sure to subscribe to the Age of Wonders YouTube channel. See you next time!